over a century, Boeing has been synonymous with pushing the boundaries of flight. From the first jetliners to iconic wide-body planes like the 747, Boeing has been at the forefront of aviation innovation. But today, the company is at a crossroads. The world is watching as Boeing races to complete its most ambitious project in decades, the 777X. This isn't just another aeroplane. It's Boeing's chance to prove it can rise above the challenges of the last decade. With the 737 MAX crisis shaking trust, delays in the 787 Dreamliner program, and the financial fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic, the stakes for the 777X couldn't be higher. The aviation industry is unforgiving. Airlines demand more efficient planes, passengers want a better flying experience, and regulators are imposing stricter environmental standards. Boeing is betting that the 777X can deliver on all these fronts. It's an aircraft designed to bridge the gap between the past and the future, a replacement for aging fleets of 777, 300ERs, and 747S, with a focus on sustainability, comfort, and efficiency. But the competition is fierce. Airbus has surged ahead with its A350, a direct rival to the 777X, and as delays continue to plague the program, questions are being raised. Can Boeing deliver? Will the 777X meet the sky-high expectations, or will it struggle under the weight of these challenges? This video is about more than just an aeroplane. It's about the future of Boeing, the future of aviation, and the lessons we can learn along the way. So buckle up as we dive into why Boeing desperately needs the 777X to succeed. To understand why the 777X is so critical, we need to look back at the aircraft it's replacing, the Boeing 777, a plane that didn't just succeed, it defined an era. When Boeing launched the 777 program in the early 1990s, the aviation world was changing. Airlines were shifting away from four-engine giants like the 747 and A340, seeking more efficient twin-engine aircraft capable of flying long-haul routes. Boeing saw an opportunity and designed the 777 to fill that gap. It was the world's first fully digital aeroplane, designed entirely on computers, a groundbreaking achievement at the time. From its debut in 1994, the 777 quickly became a favorite among airlines. The 777-300ER, introduced in 2004, was particularly transformative. With its extended range and higher fuel efficiency, it became the workhorse for international travel. Airlines like Emirates built their entire long-haul strategy around the 777, using it to connect major global hubs. For passengers, the 777 offered a new level of comfort. Wider cabins, improved pressurization, and larger windows made it a standout in its class. For airlines, it offered unmatched economics, enabling routes that were previously unprofitable. The success of the 777 program wasn't just about the aircraft itself. It marked a turning point in how Boeing collaborated with airlines. During its development, Boeing invited major carriers like United Airlines, British Airways, and All Nippon Airways to provide input on the design. This working together approach ensured the 777 met the specific needs of airlines, setting a precedent for future aircraft programs. But as remarkable as the 777's legacy is, the aviation industry never stands still. By the 2010s, the market was changing again. Rising fuel costs, increasing environmental regulations, and evolving passenger expectations meant the original 777 needed an upgrade. Boeing knew it was time to reinvent their most successful plane, and thus the 777X was born. Imagine you're an airline CEO, your fleet is aging, and you're looking for an aircraft that can handle high-capacity, long-haul routes. You want something efficient, reliable, and capable of replacing your older planes. But when you look at Boeing's lineup, something's missing. On one side of the spectrum, Boeing offers the 787 Dreamliner, a fantastic option for medium and long-haul routes. It's light, efficient, and designed for airlines focusing on point-to-point travel. But its capacity isn't enough for the busiest international routes. On the other side, there's the 747-8, a four-engine behemoth that's simply too expensive to operate in today's market. This is where the 777X is supposed to come in. It's designed to be the perfect middle ground, a plane with the range and capacity to handle high-demand routes while offering the efficiency of a twin-engine design. It's the logical successor to the 777, 300ER, and the 747, filling a critical gap in Boeing's arsenal. The gap in Boeing's lineup isn't just about market positioning, it's about meeting the evolving needs of airlines. Carriers are increasingly focused on operating fewer aircraft types to simplify maintenance, training, and operations. The 777X, with its flexibility and range, is positioned to be that one-size-fits-all solution for many airlines. But delays in the 777X program have left airlines frustrated. Emirates, the launch customer, has expressed disappointment over repeated pushbacks. Airlines like Lufthansa and Qatar Airways, which were banking on the 777X to modernize their fleets, have had to rely on interim solutions, turning to Airbus for alternatives like the A350-1000. For Boeing, this isn't just about one aircraft, it's about trust. The 777X is supposed to reaffirm Boeing's position as the leader in wide-body aviation. If they can't deliver, they risk losing key customers to Airbus, a competitor that's ready and waiting to fill the void. In the world of aviation, there's no rivalry as fierce as Boeing versus Airbus. It's Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, but with $100 million aircraft. And right now, Airbus has a secret weapon: the A350. The Airbus A350 was designed to challenge Boeing's dominance in the wide-body market. It's sleek, fuel-efficient, and perfectly timed for an industry focused on sustainability. The A350-1000 in particular is a direct competitor to the 777X, offering a similar range and capacity. Airlines have embraced the A350 for its performance and reliability. British Airways, for instance, has praised the A350's fuel efficiency and passenger comfort. Qatar Airways, known for its demanding standards, has added dozens of A350s to its fleet, and every delay in the 777X program gives Airbus more time to cement its position as the go-to manufacturer for long-haul aircraft. But the A350 isn't just a technical competitor, it's a strategic one. Airbus has been aggressive in marketing the A350 as a ready-to-fly solution for airlines looking to modernize their fleets. They've capitalized on Boeing's delays, positioning the A350 as the safer, more reliable choice. For Boeing, the challenge is clear. They need to deliver the 777X on time and with performance that matches or exceeds the A350. Anything less, and Airbus could dominate the long-haul market for years to come. A plane is only as good as the engines that power it, and for the 777X, Boeing partnered with GE to create something truly revolutionary: the GE9X. The GE9X is more than just an engine. It's a technological marvel. It boasts the largest fan ever built for a jet engine at 134 inches in diameter, which is wider than the fuselage of some regional jets. Yet, its design prioritizes efficiency over size. The engine incorporates ceramic matrix composites and advanced cooling systems, allowing it to operate at higher temperatures while using less fuel. The result? A 10% reduction in fuel burn compared to its predecessor, the GE90. This improvement in fuel efficiency isn't just a marketing point. It's a necessity. Fuel costs account for up to 30% of an airline's operating expenses, and even a small reduction in consumption can save millions over an aircraft's lifespan. For long-haul carriers, the GE9X is a game-changer, potentially turning marginally profitable routes into lucrative ones. But as groundbreaking as the GE9X is, its development has been far from smooth. Testing revealed durability issues in the engine's high-pressure compressor, leading to delays in certification. These setbacks had a domino effect, delaying the entire 777X program and frustrating airlines that had already placed billions of dollars in orders. The challenges highlight the high stakes of innovation in aviation. Pioneering technologies like the GE9X come with risks, but they also have the potential to redefine the industry. If the GE9X delivers on its promises, it could set a new standard for efficiency and reliability, giving Boeing a critical edge in the competitive wide-body market. But beyond the numbers and technical specs, the GE9X represents something more. It's a symbol of Boeing's ambition to push boundaries, to create something that doesn't just meet expectations, but exceeds them. For the 777X to succeed, the GE9X needs to prove that it's not just the largest jet engine ever built, it's the smartest. The aviation industry is at a crossroads. Sustainability is no longer optional, it's essential. And for Boeing, the 777X is a crucial step toward greener skies. The world is becoming increasingly focused on reducing carbon emissions, and the aviation industry is under immense pressure to adapt. Airlines are committing to net zero emissions targets by 2050, while passengers are demanding more eco-friendly travel options. For Boeing, the 777X is an opportunity to demonstrate leadership in sustainability. One of the 777X's key selling points is its reduced environmental impact. The combination of the GE9X engines, lighter materials, and advanced aerodynamics results in a 13% reduction in fuel consumption and emissions per seat compared to the 777-300ER. Throughout its life cycle, this translates to significant reductions in carbon output, a win for both airlines and the environment. But Boeing isn't stopping there. The 777X has been designed with flexibility in mind, allowing it to run on sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, which has the potential to reduce life cycle emissions by up to 80%. While SAF adoption is still in its early stages, the 777X is positioned to be at the forefront of this transition, giving airlines a tool to meet future sustainability goals. Boeing is focusing on reducing the environmental footprint of aircraft manufacturing. The production process for the 777X incorporates innovations that minimize waste and energy consumption, aligning with broader industry efforts to decarbonize. However, the stakes are high. If the 777X fails to deliver on its environmental promises, it could damage Boeing's reputation and hinder the industry's push towards sustainability. For Boeing, this isn't just about meeting regulations. It's about shaping the future of flight. Flying isn't just about getting from point A to point B anymore. It's about the experience. And the 777X is designed to deliver an experience like no other. Passenger expectations have evolved. Today's travelers want more comfort, more space, and more amenities, especially on long-haul flights. The 777X has been designed with these demands in mind, offering features that enhance both comfort and convenience. The spacious cabin is one of the aircraft's standout features. Boeing has widened the fuselage slightly compared to the original 777, allowing airlines to offer wider seats and more flexible configurations. For economy passengers, this means a more comfortable journey, while premium travelers can enjoy upgraded business and first-class experiences. Larger windows are another key feature of the 777X. Noise reduction is another area where the 777X excels. The quieter engines, combined with improved soundproofing in the cabin, create a more peaceful environment, making overnight flights more restful for passengers. For airlines, this is a valuable selling point, especially for premium customers. And then there are the folding wingtips, an engineering innovation that's both practical and eye-catching. While their primary purpose is to allow the aircraft to fit into standard airport gates, the wingtips have also become a talking point for aviation enthusiasts and passengers alike. They symbolize the 777X's blend of cutting-edge technology and practical design. Ultimately, the 777X isn't just about moving people. While much of the aviation industry focuses on passenger travel, there's another market that's quietly booming: air cargo. And the 777X freighter is poised to take full advantage of this growth. The global air freight market has seen unprecedented growth in recent years, driven by the rise of e-commerce and the need for fast, reliable shipping. Companies like Amazon and Alibaba rely heavily on air cargo to meet customer demands, and airlines are expanding their freighter fleets to capitalize on this trend. The 777X freighter, or 777-8F, is Boeing's answer to this demand. It offers a payload capacity that rivals the 747-8AF, while delivering significantly better fuel efficiency. This makes it an attractive option for airlines and logistics companies looking to modernize their fleets. One of the key advantages of the 777-8F is its versatility. With the ability to carry a wide range of cargo, from high-value electronics to perishable goods, it's well suited to meet the diverse needs of the freight market. Its long range also allows operators to connect distant markets without the need for refueling stops, reducing transit times and costs. The cargo market's resilience during the COVID-19 pandemic highlighted its importance to the aviation industry. While passenger travel plummeted, air freight remained a vital lifeline for global trade, transporting everything from medical supplies to consumer goods. For Boeing, the 777X freighter represents a reliable revenue stream that can help offset fluctuations in passenger demand. But the competition is fierce. Airbus has entered the cargo market with its A350 freighter, which offers similar efficiency and range. To maintain its dominance, Boeing needs the 777-8F to deliver not just on performance, but also on reliability, a key factor for operators in the demanding cargo industry. The 777X freighter isn't just a side project. It's a cornerstone of Boeing's strategy to lead the future of air cargo. As the global economy continues to grow, the 777-8F is poised to play a critical role in keeping goods moving across the world. Sometimes, even the most ambitious projects can fail, and the Airbus A380 is a perfect example of how things can go wrong in the aviation industry. The A380 was a marvel of engineering, a double-decker giant capable of carrying over 800 passengers. When it was unveiled, it was hailed as the future of air travel, but commercially, it was a disaster. Airlines struggled to fill the massive aircraft, and its four-engine design made it far too expensive to operate as fuel prices soared. The A380's failure wasn't just about size, it was about timing. The aircraft was designed for a hub-and-spoke model of air travel that was already becoming outdated. As point-to-point travel gained popularity, airlines shifted towards smaller, more efficient planes like the 787 and A350. Boeing learned from Airbus's mistakes. The 777X avoids the pitfalls of the A380 by focusing on flexibility. It's big, but not too big. It's designed to fit into existing airport infrastructure, and its twin-engine design makes it far more economical to operate. The lesson here is clear. Ambition must be balanced with practicality. The 777X represents a calculated risk, a bold step forward, but one that aligns with the realities of the modern aviation market. The Boeing 777X represents a critical test for a company striving to prove its resilience and innovation in a competitive aviation landscape. With growing competition from Airbus, rising sustainability demands, and pressure from airlines, the stakes for the 777X couldn't be higher. This plane represents Boeing's chance to restore trust, cement its dominance in the wide-body market, and secure its financial recovery. But if it fails, the consequences could ripple across the industry, damaging Boeing's reputation, market position, and ability to innovate for years to come. The 777X isn't just about survival. It's about leadership. It's about proving that Boeing can still set the standard for what's possible in aviation. Whether it soars or struggles, the 777X will shape the future, not just for Boeing, but for the entire industry. What do you think? Will the 777X take flight as Boeing's savior, or will it struggle under the weight of these challenges? Let us know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.